Hello, Trade Pros. It's Victor from Trade Pro Academy, and we've got an exciting series starting today, the Sierra Charts intro series. So today we're just going to be talking about the basics of Sierra Charts. This is a beginner tutorial on what Sierra Charts is, how to get it, how to use it, and the data feeds around it. So Sierra Charts is a charting platform that we specifically use for futures trading at Trade Pro Academy, although you can get data for stocks and forex and whatever it may be. This is the website right here. Show you a simple little go around of the website. The main features right here, they highlight everything. It's very easy to get through. It is really affordable, as they say. One of the things is the fact that it is so cheap is that the support is pretty limited to the forums that they have. So if you have a question, it might be found in a forum, in which case you can go and see what the solution may be. But they do have an extensive forum list of potential solutions. Now, if you go into getting started, right here you can see the software download. You can see the setup instructions, everything. You also can get a free trial. So if you just go into the download, you scroll down, you can download Sierra Charts. Look at the current versions, whatever it is. It tells you everything right here. Uninstalling it, you just keep scrolling down. Pricing page right here under account management. You go to pricing all the way down. It tells you how much everything is. I do recommend package 5 because it does have the advanced order flow stuff that you really need. Very cheap, as you can see right here. If you buy it flat out for a year, it's on average $25 US a month. You save 30% on the flat rate. Other than that, once you've downloaded Sierra Charts, you can also get a Sierra Chart Denali feed. So this is actually the data feed for futures. So it gives you the data for the CME, CBOT, the NYMEX, and the COMEX. So you can get this Denali feed. It gives you tick by tick data, which is amazing, and it gives you the full ladder. So it's great for futures trading. Pricing, you can see everything, 1575 USD a month. Full CME group, so that's everything, full depth of market, non-professional trading accounts. So it's amazing data. You can connect that directly to your platform, or you can go ahead and connect it through your broker, such as AMP. So AMP, you can get the CQG data feed, but you'll only get the 10 best bids and offers. Now, once you have Sierra Charts, you open it up, you log in. Right here at the top, you want to see this light up green. That means your data is connected. You can see disconnect, connect. You go to data services and select your actual data feed provider and log in with those credentials. I won't show you because my information is there, but under file, that's where you'll find it. If you disconnect it, disconnects this data feed, not connected. Connected data feed, you can see it connected. That green bar at the top means it is connected. Now, when you do open Sierra Charts, it's pretty blank here. You have a lot of options. You have your tabs at the top here. You go File, Edit, Chart Analysis. Everything here, will go through these step by step throughout the course. You also have, if you just hover over these little buttons here, which you can customize, you can see what they are. So you got a pointer tool, you've got find symbol, you've got it all right here. Again, if you go into chart, it's just your basic stuff. This is where you begin the assembly of your chart book. Now, what a chart book is, for example, here, if I show you guys my chart book, this is what it looks like. There's a lot more on the other screens, but the chart book pretty much is all of your charts saved onto one file. Now, if I go back here, chart book 4, you see it is pretty blank. When you start through file, this is where you begin setting up your chart book. A new chart book opens up another tab, so we're not going to do that, but we're going to open intraday, we're going to open historical graphs, we're going to find signals, we're going to open trading DOMs, and we're going to go through everything right here. At TradePro, we actually do have a chart book available for members, so go and check that out if you are interested in the chart book that I just showed you guys in edit. You can copy images. This is great for journaling. You can find all this stuff. Everything's explained in these if you just hover over them. Chart. So this is a pretty cool tool. Everything to do with the chart. So we'll show you how that works once we actually have charts. So we're going to do that in the next video, setting up charts mainly. Analysis, not really that great. Tools is a very interesting one. You can draw a lot on your chart. You can get fibs, everything, draw zones, whatever it may be. This is going to be a great and important tab that we're going to use. We're going to do some analysis on this guy. The spreadsheet, again, another thing that we don't really use too much at TradePro Academy, but if you're into that, there's a lot of stuff here. Trade, this is great. You can turn trade simulation mode on, off, lock your trading. You can attach trade window for chart. You can do all these things. Trade orders and positions, trade activity log. This is where the spreadsheet is found of your actual data. So of your actual trades. Mark actually has a video on this, so you can analyze your time in trades, whatever it is, profitability, all that stuff to see where you're at and improve that. And then we have all these other general trade settings, stuff like that. Global settings, really cool tool to change the graphics, other stuff like that. And then window, minimize, maximize, restore, whatever it is, if you have a selected window in this specific chart book. So how this works, again, this is a chart book, child window, and help. You can download current versions here and do all the other stuff. Now, how this works is right here you have your main window, your main chart, and whenever you open something new, it pops up in this window, and you can actually detach or attach it back into this window. So whatever remains in this window, tab down at the bottom, whatever it is, you will not be able to take it out of this window unless you physically detach it. So you can see that if you go into chart and you select detach or attach chart window, when you actually have charts here, that'll make more sense. Now let's go ahead and just make a super simple chart here. What we're going to do is new/open intraday chart. And right here you can see these are all symbols that we had in our actual data folder. So when you do get our chart book, this is what you'll see. Now instead of doing that, I just want to show you guys that. We'll just find a symbol, and let's just start off with gold futures, right? The Z contract December. What we're going to do is open an intraday chart. And you'll see the chart opens, you get a tab here at the bottom, and it opens physically in this chart window. So I can't move it out of this specific window. I'll have to detach it or attach it, and I'll show you guys what that looks like when this thing is done loading. So here's our gold chart. What pops up is when you open an intraday chart, you'll see a 1 minute. Now, 1 minutes are fine. These are great for pivots. You go into a 30-minute, great for a pivot. What I really like to do is go into range bars. Range bars, tick by tick data. You have it, why not use it? This is great. Instead of waiting a minute for a candle to form, you actually see a tick by tick movement, which is super important, especially in futures trading. So if I select F5, I'll get that window, or if I right click the chart, go into chart settings, same window, and it tells me everything I need to know about this chart. Now, bar period type. What I want to do here is make sure that this is a range per bar, standard inticks. I could also have a number of trades per bar. This is really effective in futures trading as well, but I'm just going to stick to the range bar here and turn it into a 10 tick. That means every 10 ticks a new bar will form. This is what it looks like here, and again, we're not quite to standard. Let's go into the chart settings again, and what I want to do is candlestick bars. There we go, perfect. Now you can see there are some gaps here, and why is that? Because some of the candlesticks are actually black and the background's black. So if I go into chart and I go into chart settings, sorry, if I go into chart and I go into graphic settings for the chart, I can see I'll unselect this, use global graphic settings instead of these settings. I want to use these settings and turn this into a gray background so I can see everything, right? Maybe I want a different kind of gray. What I'm also going to do is change the numbers here. Chart text is no longer going to be white, but it's going to be black so I can see it. Now this is the range bar here on gold. This is the gold chart that we have created. And what I wanted to emphasize when making this gold chart was the chart settings and the studies. Now chart settings, everything you can change here. You can turn it from a 10 tick into a 4 tick. You can change the symbol as well. So let's say I don't want gold anymore. I want to duplicate this chart and make two charts. I want one of them to be SPOOs. And I could easily do that. Instead of creating a new chart, I could just simply select this chart, go into my chart settings here, duplicate the chart, and now I've got two gold charts. Maybe I don't want two gold charts. Instead, I want one that's SPOOs. So the symbol is EPZ19, and now the S&P 500 futures are here. Again, all through the chart settings. Now, if I want to add some studies, this is a crazy tool, so we're going to deep dive into this a little later. But the general prognosis of this is it shows all these studies. So whatever you want to add, moving averages, overnight highs, overnight lows, whatever it is, you have all these studies available to you guys here. Pivots, anything you guys want. VWAPs, whatever it is. So those are available if I just hit F6 on my keyboard or if I just go right click and I select studies. Now let's look at the DOM quickly and wrap this video up here. So open trading DOM or open trading DOM for chart. I click open trading DOM for chart. it'll open a trading DOM for my gold chart that I have here. So what we have is a super simple DOM right here. This DOM is the most basic fundamental DOM you can find. You can change it. Remember, you can change the graphic settings. I just showed you guys how. But if you select use attached orders here, it creates a bracket. So if I click bid down here, I'll have a bracket created. Now I can change the bracket with my targets here. So if I select the stop all, I'll go an 8 tick, and the take profit is 12 ticks. Now when I click here, you can see my bracket is set with the stop loss here, take profit here. If I click the bid side, which is buy, I'll get in limits to actually buy. So when price comes down, it triggers my entry, and now I'm long. If I select on the offer side, I'll now set a limit for shorts. You can see the targets and the stop loss that are to buy at that price are going to be green, and to sell are going to be red. Now, you saw those annoying little confirmations. When I click M and go confirmations, unselect confirm new orders, and now I can easily just click without having to confirm each time. A cool thing is you can buy at market, sell at market, flatten the position, reverse the position, and select a different amount of contracts to actually trade. Now, you can move this order, but you can't move it when you're triggered. You can move this guy, the stop loss, whenever you want, and the take profit whenever you want, and then flatten ensures that the position is cleared out, both stops, targets, whatever it is. You're out of the position. Cancel all. When you leave the computer, you want this guy to be gray because that means there's no order sitting on this thing. Now, guys, I gave you some information here. I showed you how to create your charts, how to change the settings, how to get your first DOM, and I hope this was a great introductory lesson for those who are super new to Sierra. Now, you can click a lot of these guys up here. Those are shortcuts. For example, if you want a crosshairs, that's right there. If you want just a simple trend line, you can grab it right there. And you can also add or take away some of these guys. Now, if I right click and just erase that drawing, I'll be out of it. Then I select my pointer tool and do whatever I want to it. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Victoria from TRADEPRO Academy, and this was the Sierra Introduction Tutorial Part 1. If you guys enjoyed this video, drop a comment down below. We're going to be looking at setting up charts, all kinds of charts, time, range, volume, footprints, Renkos, whatever it is. We're going to look at some pivot charts, some overlay basics, and some graphic settings next time around. And we're going to show you how to customize your chart in the video after if you want different colors, whatever it may be. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's going to be a lengthy series. Drop a comment, drop a like, and ring that bell to notify you when we do go live. Take care, guys.